Hi guys, so welcome to this lesson, and in today's lesson we're going to be doing a subtopic in the sort which is called rationalization. So now do we rationalize sorts? Now our aim in rationalization is actually not to make the base a sort. So now you have 10 over root 2. Now the base is a sort, so we want to make sure that the base is not a sort. That's what we mean by rationalization. And how to do that? So you have to rationalize the denominator. So that means to do that, since this is just one sword, then you have to multiply both the numerator by that same value. And so 10 times root 2, you have 10 root 2. Then root 2 times root 2 is root 4. But root 4 is actually 2, so let me just write 2. And 2 here 1, 2 here 5. So therefore my answer now becomes 5 root 2. And that's the final answer. 5 root 2 is this guy here. Alright. So let's take another example. 8 root 3. So how do we do this? How do we rationalize the denominator? So we have to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by root 3. So basically I'm going to have 8 root 3 divided by through root 3 multiplied by root 3 is root 9, and root 9 is 3. So basically I have 8 over 3 root 3. I could leave my answer 2 in this form, it doesn't really matter, or this, it's the same. So these are the two answers to this question. Then you have 1 plus root 2 over root 2. So how do you account for this? Just multiply both the numerator and the denominator by root 2. So rationalize that, and then we have root 2 multiplied by 1 plus root 2, then over, now mind you, root 2 multiplied by root 2 is root 4, and root 4 is 2. So opening up this bracket, what I get is root 2 times 1 is root 2, and root 2 times root 2 is 4, and root 4 is 2 plus 2 over 2. So that's our final answer. Root, I think that's it. Now we have this root 4 root 3 minus 2 root 2 over 1 plus root 2. So what we have to do now is to multiply both the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. So this is 1 plus root 2, that's the denominator. What's the conjugate? 1 minus root 2. So you're going to multiply this by both the numerator and the denominator. So then we have 1 minus root 2, that's the conjugate, over 1 minus root 2. And basically what we get is root 4, 4 root 3 times 1 is 4 root 3. Then 4 root 3 multiplied by this, what you get is 4 root 6, that's minus 4 root 6. Then minus 2 root 2 multiplied by 1, that's minus 2 root 2. Then minus that, you have minus times minus is plus. Then 2 root 2 times root 2. Root 2 times root 2 is 4 root 4. Root 4, and that's 2 times 2 is 4. Let's leave that like that. Then 1 times 1, you have 1. And 1 times minus root 2, you have minus root 2. Then plus root 2 multiplied by 1, you have plus root 2. Then root 2 multiplied by minus root 2. Plus times minus is minus, and root 2 times root 2 is root 4. Root 4 is 2. Okay, good. Then I have 4 root 3 then minus 4 root 6, then minus 3 root 2, then plus 4, then over, so you have 1 minus 2, because this is plus and minus, they're going to cancel each other. I have 1 minus 2 is actually minus 1. So that's minus 1. So this is my final answer basically. So then you have this. So how do you do this? Pause the video and try this out yourself. And let's see what you get. Alright. Assuming you have done that. So this is how I would have done that. Multiply both sides by the conjugate of the denominator. The conjugate now becomes 2 root 3 minus 3 root 7. That's the conjugate. So multiplying both that by both the numerator and the denominator, so you have 2 root 3 minus 3 root 7, then over 2 root 3 minus 3 root 7. Okay, so what we have is 7 times 2 is 14, root 5 times 3 is 15. Okay, then 7 root 5 multiplied by minus 3 root 7. That's 7 times 3 is minus 21, and 7 times 5 is 35, root 35. Then minus, because this is minus times this, and 3 times 2 is 6, root 6, because that's 2 times 3. Then this, that's minus times minus is actually plus. 3 times 3 is 9, 7 times 2 is 14, root 14, and over 2 root 3 times 2 root 3, 2 times 2 is 4, root 3 times root 3 is 9, that's root 9, root 9 is actually 3, that's 4 times 3, then this multiplied by this, so you have 2 root 3, that's minus 2 times 3 is 6, 7 times 3 is 21. Okay, then this times this is plus, then 3 times 2 is 6, and 3 times 7 is 21. Then you have plus times minus, you have minus. 3 times 3, you have 9. 7 times 7 is 49, and that's 9 times 7, because root 49 is 7. Okay, good. So I have 14 root 15 minus 21 root 35 minus 6 root 6 plus 9 root 14 over, this is 12, that's 12, then this is the same, plus and minus, minus 6 root 21 plus 6 root 21, that's gone, then minus 9 times 7 is actually 63, and since the numerator is still going to be the same, I'll just erase this. So here's 12 minus 63, and what's 12 minus 63? That's minus 51, minus 51, and so this is our final answer. So you have this question: 5 root 2 minus 2 root 3 over 2 root 3 plus 2 root 5. So you can pause the video and try to lay your hands on this. Alright, assuming you have done that. So what's the conjugate of the denominator as 2 root 3 minus 2 root 5? So that's the conjugate of the denominator. So we're going to be doing that. Multiply this value, the numerator, as 2 root 3 minus 2 root 5 over 2 root 3 minus 2 root 5. Okay, so what do we have? So 5 times 2, yeah, I'm doing this. 5 times 2 is 10. Root 2 times root 2 times root 3 is root 6. Okay, good. Doing that together. Then 5 times this, that's 5 times minus 2 is minus 10. And 2 times 5 is 10. Okay. Then minus this times this. So you have minus 2 as minus 4. Then root 3 times root 3, that's 3. Because root 3 times root 3 is 9. Okay. Then this minus times minus is plus. Then 2 times 2 is 4. Root 3 times root 5 is root 15. Over root this times this, that's 2 times 2 is 4. Root 3 times root 3 is root 9. Root 9 is 3. That's 4 times 3. And this times this, that's minus 2 times 2 is 4. Root 3 times root 5 is root 15. Okay. Then this times this, you have 2 times 2 is 4. And 5 times 3 is 15. Then this times this, plus times minus is minus. 2 times 2 is 4. Root 5 times root 5 is root 25. Root 25 is actually 5. Okay, good. So what I have here is 10 root 6 minus 10 root 10 minus 12, 10 plus 4 root 15 over 3 times 2 is 12, and plus minus 4 root 15 plus 4 root 15, that can cancel out because they are negative and plus. That's minus 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, so repeating that same value, you have 10 root 6 minus 10 root 10 minus 12 plus 4 root 15 over 12 minus 20 is minus 8. And so that's the final answer to the question.